Hello, is my audio audible Ed? Can you hear me? Yes, cool. Right, sweet, let's start. So basically the goal for this particular stream is I want to build a Figma plugin. So like one of the issues that I kind of have is I have to create my own styles like when I have to import I have to create my own textiles and things like that if I want to import Figma text appearances. So I want to make a plugin that will kind of automate it for me so that I don't have to do that manually every time. So yeah, that's pretty much like my goal for this stream. So making sure like to get these things into an XML format that I can use on Android so that I can copy the styles and paste it in the styles file, I guess. Yeah. So cool. Let's get started. Uh, where is this? Mhm. I have everything set up like this. Okay, so we need to set up the out plugin, I guess. Hmm, what? Like I already have one of them set up. Like I will just remove that, I guess. Can I reuse that? Hmm, I cannot reuse that. So, is there anyone else available on chat at all? Hmm, right, textiles. Uh, hey Varun, I'm glad you could join. So I will go with UI and browser APIs. So I'm thinking of trying to access the document JavaScript document. Yeah, nice. So we'll be accessing the Java like the DOM objects to create the XML document and then try to stringify it, I guess. That way, we can pretty much just copy it in the whatever the dialog or file might be, I guess. So let's see. Okay, so this will be the this will be our project, I guess. Now I'm trying to open. Okay. Mm, we need to install the typings for the plugin. So so right, cool. So we have pretty much installed our plugin. Let's see. We will be we'll be using TypeScript for developing that, and TypeScript. Okay. All right. So all we have to do is run it and make sure that it's constantly watching our changes, I guess. Sweet. So if we run our project now, like we should be able to see how this works. So this is our test plugin that we have just created, and yeah, like I don't think like I'm the first person to watch the TypeScript streams. Like I'm not that familiar with the language. So when we create for now, like the this particular plugin creates these like how many ever the rectangles we have set to create, and it will just create those things. So that is what the plugin does. Like if we look at the code now, like it's pretty much um, it's getting the text from uh, the HTML document, like the HTML dialog we have showed, and we are passing that to the our Figma plugin code. Like so, how this operates is, uh, if I'm not wrong, like the plugin operates in the Figma sandbox, so it won't have access. It won't directly have access to all the browser APIs and DOM related stuff. Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at it. Hmm. I need to figure out a proper way to do this. So thanks for pointing that out. So if we, so yeah, like we'll be getting the text field information from the HTML file, and then we pass it to the Figma file. I mean, Figma plugin code. So the way we look at it is like the HTML part will handle all of the browser APIs and all the DOM related stuff, while the code.ts will handle the Figma document. So when I meant like when I say like a Figma document, like that, I meant uh, all of the all of the these things like Figma.ui, Figma.viewport, and storage, any of those things that are related to Figma. So all of these things kind of fall under the those API relate like those Figma APIs, right? So we pretty much want to do that. So if we look at it like we are passing the count from the plugin message that is passed down from the uh, UI, and we create like we just create a rectangle and add it to the child and just push it. So that way it will just render those rectangles, whatever we have generated, onto the Figma file, right? So one kind of interesting thing that we need to figure out is like how to access the DOM while also getting the textiles from the um while getting textiles from the um, Figma file, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, we will need the close plugin. We can pretty much just remove everything else, I guess. So we won't be showing any UI anyway, so we can remove this. So we will be needing the text styles for that. Uh, the textiles in Figma global thing or a peer component thing. So we can. There is okay. So like it will be like this. So like if you're referencing a textile that is defined in the Figma file itself, like we can get it from everywhere. Like I think we can use. We need to access the DOM. So because like we can get the local textiles from the Figma by themselves. There will be a method for that, but like we need to convert them to XML in order for us to copy it to the uh, copy it to the Android file, right? So we cannot directly copy them if we uh, sorry, we cannot directly generate them in this Figma code. So we cannot directly copy it in the Figma code, right? We need because it's in on its own little sandbox. So we need to do it in the HTML file essentially. That's all, because that's the only place where we can access the document. So if like let's see, if we were to access the document, document uh, implementation dot create document, right? So if you were to do this, is there a way? So if you were to do this, like when we run our Figma, when we run our Figma plugin, it will just complain because like it cannot access the document file from the Figma sandbox, right? So that's why we need to access the DOM, or else like it wouldn't work. So yeah, I hope like that kind of clarifies like why we are trying to access the DOM, I guess. So we will be reading this particular text style and then trying to build out an XML file that we can copy. So yeah, like for me, this kind of reduces the effort to like manually typing out the Android text styles, I guess. Like I don't want to deal with the XML implementation. Yeah, this is practically pretty much just me being lazy, trying to uh, simplify these things, I guess. So yeah, we can use get local textiles. Yeah, so we need to use the get local textiles. So where is this? Where is okay? Okay, it's available in Figma, so we can pretty much just use that. All right, cool. So let me hide my browser. Okay, let's see. Uh, Hopefully we will be able to do something with this, I guess. Like I don't know, like if I will be able to finish this off or not. Okay, so now we will get the textiles. So we can let's just make sure that it's working, I guess. Figma textile, function textile. So this should print out all of the names we have like present in the Figma file. So this here is our Figma file, right? So this should kind of print out all of these names. If that works, then it's pretty much like we can achieve this, I guess. Right, cool. We have all of our textiles. Headline 1, headline 2, headline 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Okay, sweet. We have all of these things. Now let's try to first figure out like how to transfer these to the DOM. So the way we do this is like we kind of use the post message from DOM to pass the data to the uh, Figma sandbox one. I think we can do the same thing. No, I hope like we can do the post message. I think we can pretty much just do the same thing that we do in the DOM to replicate it in the Figma sandbox as well. I think that should work. Oh no, that didn't work. Uh, I need to do this. Does this work? Yeah. So I think we can now push the textiles to the DOM. Uh, I hope this works. Like particularly I haven't tried this, I guess. So now to figure out like how to listen to them, I guess. So we pretty much just have posted the Figma textiles to be accessible from the DOM. But like, how do we do this? Can we use this? I know I can use this, but like, I guess I'm used to writing the function, I guess. Does this work at all? Hmm. Okay, no UI. I guess we have to call this, but I don't want to show any UI. Oh, okay. So we can pretty much just remove these things and just have a script because like we don't. I mean, there is no point having UI for this during the start, right? Like we can show an UI once the entire thing is loaded. So we can pretty much just remove the UI and just show a blank HTML file, I guess. So that will be, and it didn't work. Hmm. Is this even getting textiles now? I'm not sure like if it is getting textiles or not. Hmm. Okay, yeah, let's try it out, I guess. Okay, we are getting textiles, but yeah, cool. Thanks for joining, Varun. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to complete this today and have something to show, I guess. Yeah, okay. Hmm. How do I post this? Like, I wonder if there is a way to post this or not. Hmm. Ed, have you ever worked with Figma APIs? I need to figure out like how to send this, like trying to go through the documentation to see. We have post message, okay. Um, okay, I think we can try this, I guess. Hopefully this will be able to read the document, or sorry, read the message. Mm, plugin messages. I wonder if it will work or not. Wait, looks like it worked. Is this so? Let's try it again. Ah, it didn't. Back to figuring out what to do with this. Uh, so is there a way to do this? Hmm. Okay. So according to the documentation, I think we have done this bit wrong. We should be able to access this now, I guess. So let's see where is Figma. And still nothing. Do I need the HTML file to be present, or is it just plugin message? Where is this? Event dot data dot plugin message. Okay. Okay. I think it's we don't need that. Basically, I'm just dumb. Thanks for the raid, Corbin. Okay. I hope this works. And still nothing. Okay. I have no idea like what am I doing here. But do I need the HTML? Like, do I have to go through HTML? Uh, like if I have to use the HTML, like I'm basically fucked. I don't want to go through that. I will just give up. And we are still saying nothing. So, so just to give you context, like we are basically building a plugin for Figma file so that like I can just copy the text styles to the Android XML. So spending time to be lazy later, I guess. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Uh, Trying to figure out like what's happening. And then like, why don't you just suggest me the problem? Like I'm not used to working on the HTML or JavaScript or any of that. Like I'm just used to working on the Android platform. What is wrong, Corbin? Ah, my God. What am I doing wrong here? I have. Okay, yeah, like these things are for the UI, right? Wait, like why isn't the UI showing up? They should be showing up, right? Yeah, I don't know, like if it will be the hype or not. Where is the UI? Like, should I should I close it and open again? Uh, Essentially just opening the HTML file, I guess. So like we have the HTML file, right? Like it should uh, open up the HTML file. So pretty much just showing this. Thanks for joining, Snake. Man, I'm not importing it in any particular manner. Like that is the default thing that they have given. That's all. Yeah, like it's not even opening the uh, HTML file even. Like that's what's happening with Figma. Why isn't that working? Like that is correct. Wait, did I? Am I not running that? Yeah, at least like during the starting, they like it was just showing showing me the UI at least. Mm, yeah, like yeah, let's just create a blank project and see again. I guess like at this point, like there is nothing else I could try. I guess. Dash okay. It's not even showing the dialogue here as well. Like there is an error. Okay, yeah, like I have to import the. I have to import these things, I guess. So yeah, don't worry. Like that is my mistake. Like I have to import the plugin typings and run this project, right? So I haven't done that. It's just me being stupid. Now it should work. Yeah, it's showing the dialogue now. So let's just take a look at like what's happening in that code. So Corbin, pretty much like it's oh, I think I've realized my problem. I think I just understood it. Am I? Yeah, like that is what I'm doing, right? It should be working. Okay, now I'm completely lost. I thought I understood the problem and I didn't. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, yeah, I'm stupid. Ah, ah, I'm just stupid. Yeah, it will work now. So if we try it on Figma now, this should work. Okay, so at least we are getting this, and we need to figure out like how to pass the data, I guess. Constant Figma textiles. Yeah, it's at least showing now. That's something. Figma local textiles. So at least with local textiles, we can pass this to Figma.ui post message. Figma textiles and pass the Figma textiles. So this should send out the Figma textiles to the our HTML file. That way we could access the DOM and try to create a XML file. So this should work, I guess. And I was not even showing like what am I doing in the ID. So pretty much just like I've gotten the local textiles and passed it to the UI. That's all. Like that way I could get access to the DOM. I need to figure out like how to use this OBS thing. Like I'm not used to this. I'm much more used to the Figma Studio, I guess. So now open console. We should be able to see the text appearances. Nice. Okay. We have our Figma textiles data. So, right, cool. So we pretty much just have the Figma textiles. Now, how do I do this? If we look at the sample project, like the initial setup, uh, we just read the message and like basically filter out like what the whatever the message might be, and then we try to access the data from it. So we pretty much just like, have to do that, I guess. So let's try that. And I'm not used to the VS Code as well, so I have no idea how to open multiple projects at the same time. So we can do constant message equal to given dot data. Yeah, I'm doing that. New, okay. Ah, okay. That is cool. Thanks for that. So we'll be having message Figma styles, right? So let's see if we can access the Figma textiles from here. Technically, like we should be able to receive the textiles that are present in the text appearances. So console is not a function at window.on message. What do you mean? Oh, the realization. Interesting. We're not getting any data from that. Like it's receiving the array, but it doesn't have anything in it. Huh, weird. I wonder why is that? Are we Oh my god, I'm testing it on the blank project. Yeah, this should work. I forgot like I'm testing it on the blank project altogether. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, I haven't realized like I've been testing it on the blank project all along. I just kept testing it, I guess. Cool. Now we have access to the textiles and let's see. Textiles message dot Figma textiles. We can do this, right? Courage. Oh no, what did I do? Ah, I forgot this isn't a type safe way. Can I do this? Okay, it works. Style dot name. This should give us all the names of the textiles we have. So it should be undefined. Why? Why is this undefined? Have I missed something? We are receiving the did it close? Okay. Hmm. It's showing me the count, but it doesn't seem to have any names inside it. Like technically, like it should have had the text appearances names present in it. So it would be something like Figma textile dot forage dot log style dot name. So it should have been something like this. Yeah, we should have been printing out these names because like if we get these names, like we could create the style names from these things. So not sure why. Hmm. Can it not pass the objects? We can do this, right? We can try to. Okay, it's working. We are getting objects, so at least we will be able to have some access to it, like if not everything. So I hope this works. Mhm. I think I should have just picked an Android project so that I could work comfortably, like instead of trying to figure out like these things, I guess. This is just annoying. Why are you not working? Hmm. Is there a way I could have passed this textile subject into the UI anywhere else? Am I even receiving that data? Okay, the Figma textiles do have some data in it. I'm getting the objects, but can I not parse those objects or anything like that? Like, was that, can I only pass strings through this? Like, if I can only pass strings, then it's pretty much just useless to. Um, so this should. Okay, like I don't understand. Like, why is this change like not contain the data? Like, can I not? Corbin, do you know? Like, can I not pass the objects through this particular way? Hmm. So, like, I'm getting the local textiles. Like, this is a object, and I want to pass the all of these textiles data to the UI using the post message method. And that seems to can handle anything, right? Like on message event data. Like, for some reason, like it's just printing out like undefined instead of the actual actual textiles. So I think the data might not get passed. Yeah, like I'm trying to access that, right? Because am I? No, right? Like so if you look at the text, like the test thing that they have put together, like oh yes, you're right. I made a mistake again, I guess. So it should be event dot data, right? Yeah. Corbin just saved us. Yeah, like for me, like the problem is just like not knowing what the TypeScript APIs or anything like that. Like that's the main problem for me. Like I cannot figure out like how this works at all. Like it seems really alien to me, I guess. And again, like it's not working. Hmm, I'm lost now. That would definitely help. Let me share my browser, I guess. Like you should have sent me this before starting the stream yet. Like at least I wouldn't look so dumb. Oof. Yeah, yeah. You said I should look into it, but not like go through open source projects as well. Like I mean, I didn't expect this to be uh, this difficult. I guess. Can you see this now, Corbin? Okay. I think they're pretty much just converting them to uh, strings and then passing them to the UI. I think, right? So we don't have to take a look at this thing because this is what should happen when they receive a message. But the thing I'm like really interested in looking at is does this get textiles? It doesn't. Like I mean, I think it just gets whatever the style that are present in it. Like it's not particularly related to text. No, like look, Corbin, like they are getting the themes from the plugin message. So they are not directly getting it from the event.data. So I think the initial implementation was correct, I think. Hmm. Okay. They are constructing the style object and then posting it. Like they are not um, directly posting the textile, Figma textile itself. Like they're constructing the style, I think, right? And then try to post that. So maybe because of that, like cannot able to access these things, perhaps, right? I mean, I think that's the only explanation I could have think of right now. I just realized. Hmm. Okay, it's weird. Okay, so let's see what I can do. So it will be the plugin message. That is correct. So let's leave it like that. And for oh, is this it? I can construct the. So I can do a for each on all of them and just construct a new textile object that just needs like whatever the components are, right? Like I just need access to font family, like so basically what we did with the pinit thing, I think, I guess, right? Right? Like we just need access to the font family, text size, line height, and letter spacing, right? So those are the only things that uh, will be changing for most of the time. Or else we could uh, go with all the all the variables in the text appearance, I guess. I don't think there are a lot of them, but that should work. So let's see, let's construct a text style, I guess. I cannot use one. Can I just use fonts? Okay. So is this how I create a variable, like an object in JavaScript, a text script of JavaScript? Like I don't know. I guess this works. So font family. So textile dot font name, map. I mean, even for map, so even for map, I have to construct the object, right? So do I just create a object here, or do I just return an object directly? How would that even work? Can I do this? Yeah, I guess so. Textile dot line height. Can I do this, Scorpion? Or is this not a good way to do this? No, I definitely cannot do that. Okay. So if I have to give a names, if I have to give names to them, then I would have to use that, right? And I should not be using these as well. So so my question is like why do I need to do that? Like I already have, like, this is already a written object, right? Like whatever we place here, like it will automatically map that. So why can't I just do this instead? So I mean, is that what you're recommending? Like I thought you were saying that I have to wrap it again. Will this even work? Okay, let's see, I guess. A lot of undefineds. So I just have to wrap this, I guess, right? So map style. So now you will have this thing. Is this right? But this doesn't seem to be working. Like it's expecting it to have commas. Is this how it works? Okay, that is not what I was used to while working on. Huh, okay, that is working. Thanks. Why? Well, I mean, like if I pass the local textiles directly, like it's not rendering them correctly. So is there a way I could resolve that? So I said just return the text object, like I. So if I directly return the Figma textiles, like it wouldn't render those things for some reason. So it would just it would just send out an object with a with an object, and it doesn't have any data in it, right? So that was the problem. So I'm trying to resolve that. Like the way we can resolve that is if we can pass the. So this was how I'm sending the Figma textiles without like directly getting the Figma local textiles and just passing them. And in the HTML, like we just get them and like try to log them. And I'm not used to the OBS again. Hmm. Yeah, like it doesn't do much. I think we have to map them because or else like it would try to get the object inside the actual Figma object. Maybe that's what's causing the issue. So like if you are just passing the local textiles, like uh, it doesn't seem to get the actual textiles when we are passing the data in the UI element, like in the UI.html. But if we map them, I think that would work. Like I'm not sure. So yeah, like that's working. Like that's what I don't understand. Like why can't you just send like the data inside the actual Figma textile? Like I have to manually create an object in order for it to work. Now I understand why you feel so frustrated about Figma. Like it's just so annoying. Like why can't it just pass the object? Like why do I have to create a new object for it to work? Yeah, maybe I should just go back to Android, I guess. Okay, yeah. I mean, if it is lazy loaded, why does it work with map? Like map isn't just like map is not like I don't know about the like the TypeScript or the JavaScript version, but like map is not a lazy loaded callback, right? Okay, yeah, that might be true. Is it a lazy loaded object? That is possible. So like if we check this, it just says it returns a it just says like yeah, true, that's true. But the thing is, yeah, like I have no explanation regarding this as well. Like I cannot figure out like why it's behaving like that. Like if I try to access the textiles in the Figma like in the Figma thing, that it's working fine. But if I try to pass them to the UL layer, then it's pretty much just broken. But it's working now, I guess. So that's fine. So what are we doing now? Like should Uh, I forgot like what am I even doing now? We need to create the text, like the actual styles, right? And are these parameters enough? Font name, size, line height, letter spacing, or do I need anything else? Like, do I need the style, right? Text style. What is the text case? Yeah, I need that. I need text casing. What else do I need? What is this called? I have no idea what that call. What is that called? And is this font weight? Like, is this instead font weight? It's font weight, right? Or font style, something like that. How do I know it's a bold or not? Okay, like I should just go through the documentation now. So we had text case. We don't need that. We don't need that. We have like, is this text decoration? Like, what is text decoration? No, it is not that. Then how are they passing it as bold or not? My God, like what is like what is Figma doing? Like, how can I get whether or not it's a bold object? It will return a textile, that is for sure. Okay. So the textile only contains these variables. Bold, like how do we know like if an font is bold or not, right? Like in this text appearance, like you have set it as bold, right? So how do we know that? Like Like what does it call? What is called? Like there is no mention of that in the documentation. Like it just says text case and text decoration. Like text decoration is just like the markdown related things, I guess. I mean, not particular markdown, like just the underlines and strike off. Mhm. Like, is this not even part of a textile? Yeah, like why do they omit that? Like what do these things have? So weird to work on Windows. It feels so weird. So these are the textile objects. That is first okay. Oh my God! Okay, I understand it now. Like font name is an object itself, and it contains the whether or not it's bold. So if we go to the textile, it should be in here. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. And it will be inside the font name again. No, okay, cool. At least that clarifies one question, I guess. So font name dot. I mean, do I even need to do that? Like, will it automatically get the object? Okay, it already gets the object. So yeah, I have figured that out. So it already has that. So we don't have to manually pass them anymore because we already doing the font. Like we're already passing the font name. So that should work, I guess. So we'll need to get the we'll need to build the document now, I guess. So it should be why is document not working? Oh, create document. Robin, are you familiar with this API? Like how to use the create document? Like I'm not that used to this, so yeah, I might have some troubles. Ah, okay. So namespace URL, like I don't want any namespace. Qualified name. We can leave it empty, I guess. Top type, document type, I guess. So what is the document type? Let me just search for that. Can I set that? It doesn't look like I can manually set that. So like I'm hoping like it will just print out an X. XML format, I guess. So we'll have our document, and in that document we will need to add the style. So it should be Figma textiles dot per each. So we should be able to create individual style element, right? Dot create element. I think this should work. What did you notice, Kobe? Oh God. Why did the chart show up now in the stream? Or is it always been showing and just fading away really quick? Is Oh, I just have to configure always show messages. So we just have to add the create attribute, no, set attribute, okay. Set attribute name. How do we set the value to this? Can I just do this? Dash. Will this work? Append check. Style element. Okay. This should work, I guess. So now we need to get the XML parser, XML serializer dot serialize to string dot inner, no, document element. I think this might work. Mhm. Set attribute on element, two arguments required but only one present. What is two arguments? How can I open the, like, can I not see what it requires? Ah, value. Textile dot, no, mail. Sample, I guess. Let's see. Only one element on document allow. I How do we do this? Only one element on the document is like, what does that mean? Do I not do this? So I don't have to do that? and it's not printing anything. Hmm, how do we get a node from a JavaScript document? Maybe I can just get the first. So I need to get a node. Like serialized testing only accepts a node, right? And this returns an HTML element. Like that is HTML element a node? Like it's throwing an error in the Figma thing, I guess. So I'm just trying to. Does this work? Yeah, like this is completely new and weird to me as well. Uh, okay, time to Google this document. Okay, I don't want to parse the document, right? I want to see. Okay, yeah. I mean, how are they passing the doc directly? Maybe I should have called inner HTML. Open null. I don't understand. This is really annoying. Can I see an example of this like somewhere? Hey, thanks for joining the stream, Geralt of Rivia. Yeah, it's been a long while since I've last streamed. No, like not this. Like I'm not talking about these notes. Like I'm talking about like how to convert the notes in the document. Like okay, so we are trying to create a document in the like based on the whatever textiles we have, and then based on that we want to uh, make that as an XML, right? Like essentially, like we need the XML for the Android Studio. So I'm trying to figure out like how to path, like how to serialize this document to a string. I need an example for this. Here they are using get elements by tag name. Like I don't understand. I'm not sure yet. Like I don't know like if what happened COVID. Like those are some those are some get element by tag name style, right? Can try this, I guess. Like this what's in. Yeah, like I mean like you don't know how to program yet, so that's a different story. Oh my god. I mean like if you're stupid, I'm stupid as well, right? Like I cannot figure out like what to do here. Like how do I serialize a document? Like if I cannot figure out like how to serialize a document, like this whole thing is pretty much point. Like okay, like I will take a break. How do you place a progress bar in HTML? So I need to convert this into XML format so that I can copy it to the Android file. Does that answer your question? So basically, like I want to create a where is my okay. So just to catch up, like basically, I want to get all of those textiles and make them into an XML so that I can copy them to the uh, can you not manually encode XML instead of trying to automatically serialize? And what do you mean? Like, do you want me to just have a string like this? I mean, I can do that, I guess. Like that would be pretty much easy to do, right? Like I don't know, like if it is a good way or not. Yeah, that is true. Like, hmm, not necessarily just the font values. Like I want to create it in a like something like this. Dot whatever this might be. LM6, right? So I want to create something like this. So let me show. Can the XML even serialize the object? Sorry, can the XML serialize do that like convert that object to a string? Like what? Like then I could just do this, right? Then I could just create an text by myself and then use the like override those properties in the text, right? Hmm, that's true, I guess. Can I do this instead? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Can I do something like this? So basically, what I want to get is something like this, I guess. Where is this? Yeah, I want to do something like this. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like it would most likely be an internal usage. So I guess like this works for me. Like I'm not planning on publishing this or doing any of those things. Like for now, this should work. So let me quickly check those what the font family text. Okay. Why is this complaining? How can I use text string concatenation, Corbin? Like how can I access the variables that I've defined earlier? You're not that stupid. Okay. Yeah. Just fix on one thing, like whether or not you're stupid or not. Can someone help me out here? Like, why is this complaining? String concatenation. First learn Java Ed, then we can figure out like TypeScript and everything like that. One step at a time. No, like for me, like I want so like I want this to be in this particular format. So if I use a map and try to like do a key and a value, and then like how do I do the XML thing? Like do I use any particular are there any particular methods for me to format it in this particular manner? Like that's what I want to learn. Want to know. Hmm. Like this is what essentially I want to get in the end. Yeah, yeah. Like I think you can try out like the sample like the learning exercises they have, right? Like it will be really useful for you to get started. But I don't think there are any other new projects. You can try out Kotlin. It's called Fearless. How do I multi-line? I don't think so. Like it just says Fearless Part 2. That's all. How do I have multi-line string and that TypeScript? So what? Okay, it's my mistake. Okay, it's working. Now I just need to figure out like how to pass the names and everything like that, I guess. Corbin, like how do I access the variables inside a string? Like how do I do string concatenation in TypeScript? Backtrack like this. Okay, I have backticked it. Oh, okay, got it. But it is not referencing this particular thing. Like Corbin, I need some help. What what monitor? Yeah, like I don't have two monitors set up. Like I just have one monitor. Like and I'm trying to manage these things. This, but it's not referencing the textile from here, right? And what is that fixed? Like why is it showing these errors? Okay, this entire thing is really weird. Like I don't want to work on this again. And it says undefined. Yeah, family. Okay. Oh, cool! It worked. Finally, it is working. Now I just need to figure out the namespaces and also how to get the parent things. Like hmm, for the parent for the parent style to work, like we need to kind of compare uh, text sizes and letter spacings, uh, both of them, right? Like because like you mentioned, like in subtitle one and body one, the text sizes are both same, but letter spacing is different. So we can come like we can check both of them to see like what is the closest that can match to the parent text appearance. Does that sound good? Let me just apply other things as well, I guess. So is it font size? Yeah. Do I just copy the headline one, three? We need to check headline three. And are we applying line height directly in the text appearances? Like I remember when we were talking about it, like we thought like to divide the line height by the text size, right? Like, is it for the line height? Yeah, thanks for raiding and joining, Corbin. Bye bye. Thank you. Have. Mhm. Let's just go with the line height as it is, I guess. Right, line. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, 1 hour 40 minutes, and I need to eat as well. Have you listened to the question I have asked yet? So basically, like, do you remember? Like, I think I've asked it multiple times. Uh, we for calculating the line height, are we doing for line height divided by font size, or are we applying the line height directly, whatever the Figma value is? Because like while applying for Flutter, like I think I've calculated the line height divided by the font size in order to get the correct line height. Is that applicable in the this scenario as well? So I want to check that. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I think we can close the stream because, like, I think we have gotten to, yeah, we have to take a look at that again, I guess. Line height plot value. So at least, like, we are able to apply kind of working thing, I guess, right? So, so we are close to finishing this off. Like, we have somewhat working thing. We just have to kind of make it much more in terms of namings and things like that. So as soon as we have done that, like this should I can start using this. Okay, yeah. So this generates our XML. Like I'm thinking like I can show a progress bar here, and as soon as this is done, we can just increase the window size and render all of the textiles, right? They can just copy it and paste it in their project. So I think that will be much more useful. What do you think? Yeah, is that useful yet? And you're not responding again. Okay, yeah, I think we can close this off. Probably one thing I would change is So we need to kind of make it as a snake case. So how do we do that? I can just use the join method, right? Like I can convert it to the lowercase. When I use this, like, does Java TypeScript have that? To lowercase, does this have that? Okay, yeah, it does. Good join. So if there are spaces, like we should be able to join them to the use it as an underscore. I think that should work. No, join is not a function. No. Well, if that doesn't work, like I guess I will try that out later. How do I use join? Join. Oh wait, I can do this, right? This is probably not the most efficient way to do this. Uh, so this might not be the most efficient way to do this, but I guess like this will work for now. Yeah. So that way, like the file names can be directly like it will follow the naming structure of the Android as well. Cool. Uh, I think I will end the stream now. Like I've been streaming for the past 2 hours, so yeah, finally something worked, I guess. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream, and hopefully I will get to stream again tomorrow or sometime next week. Yeah, see you folks later. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.